From when I do that, I have to just remove the webcam, that's all. Hello and welcome to a match of Dota 2.
Team ban.
Na'Vi versus Double Dimension.
Na'Vi's turn to ban.
Whew, it's a tough one, you guys.
Dire team ban.
Not for Double Dimension. Double Dimension, this is the point where they have no more stress. The pressure is off. Relief is shown on their faces clearly, if we could see them. I'm not sure if it's relief, but they might feel like the pressure is gone anyway, and that's good. Not good for them in a way that the pressure is gone because they don't have a chance to make it to the top anymore, though, and that's the reason why they are no longer pressured, because they are 1-5, 6 games played out of the 9 games in total, and it's not great. Now for Na'Vi, this is the first game they played today. They've had 4 games yesterday. They play 6. Sorry, I can count. They play 5 games today. They have to, everybody has to play 9 games. They're 2-2. And let me tell you, they still have to face Vega and Spirit, which are 2 of the teams in the top 4. 2 of the 4 teams in the top 4. And if they win against those 2, or even against 1, and if they don't drop a single game anymore since, like, they have 2 losses right now, they still definitely have a chance to make it to the top 4.
5 seconds remaining.
And at the moment, there's only 5 teams that still have a decent shot of that. There's still Effect and there's still Gambit. They both have 4 losses rather than 5. But 4 losses, you just have to hope for tiebreaker. So they have to hope that Na'Vi loses and that Vega or Spirit or Empire loses a couple of games. For M19, they're already through. They're already good. But yeah, Na'Vi, I think they were expected to make it to the top 4 together with Empire, Spirit or Vega. But M19, they've been the shining star of this qualifier, coming from the open qualifiers, so far unbeaten. I mean, they're living the Cinderella story right now, and it's kind of fallen until Na'Vi. They kind of knocked Na'Vi down with their success, it feels.
5 seconds remaining.
So Na'Vi need to win. It is really just that simple.
Reserve time.
Especially against this team, because Double Dimension has not had a lot of success, but we'll see how Double Dimension will perform in a game where they don't have the pressure of victory and the pressure of qualifying anymore. For a lot of teams, that pressure is the reason why things aren't going as good as they could be going. So I'm curious to see how they perform this game. I'm also curious to see if we see a different Na'Vi from yesterday. If we all of a sudden see them waking up on the right side of the bed and just do everything twice as good as they did yesterday. A 2-2 result yesterday is not bad, but it's also not amazing. Not as amazing as I believe they hoped it would be. So let's find out what's happening here. In the meantime, I've been rambling on, and the draft, of course, has been going on as well. We've got Earthshaker, Queen of Pain, Rubik, and Lifestealer. So Lifestealer already can infest in Queen of Pain later on in the Earthshaker as well when he gets a Blink Dagger, and Rubik also normally builds Blink Daggers. So I like that. Now you also gotta imagine that Rubik is most likely a support. I know that I say that, and we have seen him as a core today, so that's why I say that. So we need a support for the last pick of Double Dimension, or Shaker perhaps on the offlane being the offlaner. On the side of Na'Vi, you got Clockwork, you got the Disruptor, Dragon and Tree and Protector. Tree and Protector and Disruptor, the supports with Clockwork for General on the offlane. Do enjoy me some General Clockwork. We saw, actually, one of the games that Na'Vi lost yesterday. We saw General basically carrying the team on the Clockwork, and he couldn't do it by himself. The rest was too far behind, but he definitely put up a good showing at why normally you see bans on Clockworks. And I say that, and there's been a Magnus ban and a Sand King ban. Also, General Sand King is a really good one, and his Magnus good as well. So it's all targeting General. You could argue that Dendy is also a Magnus player. He does occasionally pick that one up, but he will play Dragon Knight this game. Strong hero, decent against Queen of Pain, as in he won't die. You won't really shut down Queen of Pain either, though, unless you get some help from the rotations of the supports. Disruptor is definitely a hero that can rotate. Rotate properly, especially considering Tree and Protector is able to keep lanes safe, but that all depends on what hero they still have as their core. It will be a Lycan for Na'Vi, so Pycat will captain that one, and captain the Lycan, that is. He's not captaining the team, that is Seneko at the moment. And Darkseer is banned against Double Dimension, which means that Na'Vi is expecting that Earthshaker to be a 4-position Earthshaker. And then still an offlaner to go for Double Dimension. So let's see which one's it gonna be. Is Earthshaker gonna be the one taking the farm? Or is it Timbersaw? It is Timbersaw, so indeed Na'Vi was correct, banning out that Darkseer. And Timbersaw is actually a really good hero. I mentioned it previous cast. It's the same scenario here. There's 4 strength heroes on the side of Na'Vi, and Timbersaw is a little extra strong against strength heroes, as his Whirling Death is taking away a bit of the main stat point from the heroes that he whirls to death. Yes, and if you take a little bit of strength, you take more HP. So you take some HP and then some extra HP. So it's a good counter, and he should be a decent laner against a Lycan as well. That being said, normally a Timbersaw is also really good because he is so mobile and he can flee real well. But if you're gonna get Thundershocked, which at some point you're gonna get Thunderstruck, Thunder.
5
Strike.
seconds remaining.
Then you're also going to get Glimpse back, because the vision is going to be there and you can't escape. So Disruptor is already a very good hero against a Timbersaw, so I'm not sure if he's going to get out of control that much. We'll find out though. Let's see who wins the Battle of the Towers. I see who's winning, and it's going to be Double Dimension. I don't like that, even though the difference is like half the levels, there's still only 1 tower level difference there. Alright. Let's see what we got. First player with a triple kill. Am I thinking it's going to be triple kill for Na'Vi or for Double Dimension? And someone who gets the last hits. Do you think Dendy's going to do it? Last hitting, not that easy for Dendy, I think. And I guess Lycan. We go for Pycat. Normally, Timbersaws are better for triple kills. Making the total number of smokings kills at the end of the game 5 to 8. Player with the highest total magic or pure damage, that's a Timbersaw. Magic or pure. Or Queen of Pain. I still think Timbersaw. What's happening here? Alright. Do they see each other? Is he hiding? What's happening? Team with the most Roshan kills, the team with the Lycan, so that's Na'Vi. They don't see each other?
Seconds to battle.
They don't see each other. Oh, now they do. Hello!
The battle begins.
Sorry, I was having fun with the vision game there. Rune still gets taken by Pycat though, so now the Double Dimension squad doesn't have any reason to fight in this bottom lane anymore. Or perhaps there is. Right, let's take a look at who's playing what and where and things. You got the last hits and the knives got up. On the top lane, you got Dark playing Rubik. He'll be supporting the next level, B7. Lifestealer. In the middle lane, you got Undershock, who actually played the Timbersaw in the mid lane up against that Dragon Knight, led by Dendy. And on the top lane for Double Dimension, we got EU Genius playing the Earthshaker support with Flo on the Queen of Pain here on this bottom lane. Now for Na'Vi, we got Pycat playing the Lycan. He's supported by Biver on his Disruptor. It is a tri-lane, however. Dream Protector is around here as well, and he will be played by Seneko. In the top lane, we got General playing Clockwork together with the Lifestealer. We're going to be mostly spending our time on bottom lane by the looks of things. And of course, as mentioned already, it is Dendy playing the Dragon Knight strength heroes. Again, not as strong against Timbersaw as they normally are, but as you can see, Undershock is getting harassed quite a bit by that Breathe Fire and the right clicks coming out. The creeps. Now Na'Vi, they do have the creep wave to pull if they want to. They kind of need to, otherwise this Treant's not going to be able to come out and do something there. Because he can't actually go in range to hit, because you want to have the little stunny thing, you want to have the root. He's not able to do that right now. In the meantime, middle is Dendy is struggling, not struggling actually, he's 9 for 3, he's fine. Got a tri-lane up top, dual lane up top, sorry. Rune will be taken by General. Does look like the Earthshaker has decided to take a bit of a stroll through the trees and go for that 2-minute rune of the enemy squad.
Yes.
Might as well. He's actually continuing to rotate to go for the Dragonite. Perhaps he can make something happen there, but we already saw Seneko drawing on the map, drawing on the mini-map, realizing that there was someone in the jungle. There is an Earthshaker in the trees. Doggy? It's almost 3 minutes. Are they going to keep it there for half a minute? They actually might. Oh, hey, hello. Got him. That's a bottle down. And that was not planned. They did not know it was there. He just tried to see if he could get a kill there. In the meantime, talking about kills, General is struggling a little bit with his life stealer. Mutual harass happening. With the Clockwork sitting on 5 for 5, life stealer a little bit higher, 13 for 4. Three last hits only for the Queen of Pain on this bottom lane. It's a rough lane. It's a rough lane indeed. She knew she was in trouble, even though they don't have a sentry here, but they somehow knew that the Tree Protector was close by, perhaps. Yeah, no pulling for you. The pulling has been a little bit scary, because if Queen of Pain does have to stand around here to try and get experience in last hits, that means she's just in endangered territory. She gets blinked down from. She gets glimpsed back from her blink. Glimpse and blink. It's confusing. Can he actually kill her off though? I don't think so. One hit would have been sufficient, but on 49 HP she survives, and she can go back to base. She can't take a shrine because they are not active yet until a minute from now.
Worthy tribute.
That feels better.
It's actually really, really painful for a Dragonite to lose his bottle that early on. But I feel like Denny has been doing quite okay without it as well. The amount of harass coming out from Undershock, not enough to really put Denny at a disadvantage, even with that courier snipe. So kudos to him. Teleport in from the Queen of Pain mid though. This looks like they want to try and make something happen here. They also have the Rubik close by. Rubik would be the one going in first. Does Denny know that things are looking bad for him? It's the question. There's a teleport coming in for the Clockwork as well. General wants to be here as well as Seneko. The lift is there into the Timber Saw. Nice cog, still helping out, and it looks like Dark is the first one to drop. There's a lot of low people here in Undershock. He will be second. Double kill for Seneko. Can they catch this Earthshaker, or can they do something against this Queen of Pain? Looks like we're gonna have Queen of Pain just leaving his buddy to sort it out by himself. Taunt coming out from General. He's got Battery Assault again in 4 seconds. He's got cogs as well available if he just catches him in. That's a catch in. Battery Assault first. Sure, doesn't need anything else. Creeps are helping out as well. Another kill going the way of Na'Vi. 3 for 0 in the rotation that was meant to be double dimension, taking down that Dragonite. It just took too long for the plan to form, and by the time that they were all mid, and by the time that they were able to engage, Na'Vi already knew something was up, and they were able to come to the rescue of the Dragonite, who ended up not dying, and ended up being just fine. Having his bottle back, being level 6 right now. Last hits are nice, and the Timber Saw did manage to get back in very fast. And he got some extra last hitters himself as well, but he's now locked inside the cogs together with a battery assaulting Clockwork. And he almost made it up the hill with the push from the cogs, but he died in the process. Unfortunately for him, not enough HP to sustain himself. Didn't have the chance apparently to press his magic wand, which I'm not even sure if it would have been enough, to be fair. That's the first Dragon form as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Allow Wing Denny to push down the tower a bit more. Oh, hello, Seneko. It's a risky play, my friend. Double damage on the Rubik. He takes the last hit. There is a Disruptor teleporting in the meantime. Dendy gets a kill in mid. It takes down the Earthshaker. Perhaps it's going to get a second kill. It's General actually that gets the last hit on that. Undershock. Second time he dies in this middle lane, unfortunately. Tower
been denied.
is still fairly low, not in deny range just yet. As there was a deny on the top lane. Biver was able to deny
Not on my
the tier 1 top. Still have a drawing coming out from General's Clockwork. He knows that there is either he's pointing out the ward or he's pointing out that there is someone hanging around in the trees. There's a tree and protector coming to check, but not gonna be finding that Rubik right now. Oopsie daisy. Looks like Double Dimension is looking bit rocky. Bit rocky. They do have the Lifestealer still fairly high on the old gold though, so we are just waiting for the Lifestealer to get his flow going. Haha! Get his flow going. Get it! Sorry, that was really bad. But he does need to have the Queen of Pain to help out because he needs to infest and they need to go out hunting together. Queen of Pain does need a couple more levels before she can do that. She's level 5 right now, doesn't have a level yet in Sonic Wave. So will take a while before she has that, as she's not having a lot of success on that bottom lane. Not as much as General has on his top lane. He might actually get something more, but he's getting surprised by Dark and B7. In comes the Dragon though. He'll finish the job that General started, taking down Undershock's Timbersaw, and we'll get another kill on this Rubik as well. Double kill for Dendy's Dragon. Applause coming out. Well played. Just like Lifestealer has been a little bit absent of the fights, same goes for Picats and Lycan, of course. Although for Lycan it's a bit more common not to see, not to do as much in this stage of the game. He'll just at some point go for towers. He will need his wolves for that. But wait a second. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Dark. Ooh, not Sox and Cogs. Lucky him. He's still visible though for the flare, for the shocks, and he dies. Dominating Timbersaw, or something, so dominating General rather. The Clockwork as Disruptor will drop there as well. That is a kill for the Lifestealer, his first kill to add to the board.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dendy rotating. Tier 1 tower mid is down. Might as well rotate mid. I mean rotate bottom to go for that tier 1 bottom. You guys want to see General Clock again? I'm hyped for his hookshot, by the way. He did get a hookshot available to him recently. He has not used it just yet.
Worthy tribute.
Oh, by 10 minutes it's General? That's not normal. Wow. He's the highest magical pure damage at 10 minutes in a game where there's a Timbersaw and a Queen of Pain. I wonder if the two are added up though, magical and pure damage. Not actually sure. Lifestealer chasing down Pika, but Pika left the bottom lane. Not entirely sure why, as he's not finished up his armlet yet, and he doesn't have wolves to push yet, so I would imagine him to just continue farming. But he just wants to be where General is. I don't blame him for that, because hookshot! It's not even needed. This is something that General does a lot, by the way. Even though he has a hookshot, he doesn't use it unless he feels like it's necessary. And just now it was necessary, otherwise Earthshaker could have maybe done some more damage there or delayed it longer, and maybe General's just a little bit impatient. Talking about impatient, Lifestealer jumping forward, going for Dendy. It's a tough target to get. He's getting the heal back from Seneko as well, so they can turn this around, especially with the Disruptor and the Clockwork coming in as well. Unfortunately, no hookshot anymore available for General, but perhaps they can find more. There's a Dragon Tail again in a second. Will he use it? Will he be able to use it? Seneko getting a Sonic Wave to the head right there. His flow comes in from the side. Great positioning for him. Dendy doesn't have his Dragon form anymore, so his Dragon Tail is too low range right now. Pycat turning into a wolf. Will have to run around to Fisher, looking for a target. Glimpse back though. Gotta be going back. Lift up as well, Rubik. This wolf is not able to get anything done. Flo should still die. The flare will get a mega kill for General. There you go, Earthshaker. That's the one. General does end up dead to Undershock, and he does get a lot of gold for that one. Almost 500 gold for one kill on the Clockwork. Is a nice feat indeed. But no other cores dying. Oh, I was too late clicking the teamfight recap, but overall, I would say that's a victory for Na'Vi in terms of fights. They also managed to keep their tower, which is something that's very important. And top lane and bottom lane, top lane and middle lane rather, are both pushing it. And I know I might be hyping up General a little bit too much on this Clockwork, but it's a joy to watch. And I would imagine that you guys agree with me regarding that, because his Clockwork is just really good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorry. He's rotating around right now with the disruptor and looking to see if he can find a target. It's gonna be the timbering saw, sure. Then he gets stuck in the static storm and the kinetic field, and the battery is sold, battering him down until he can't take it anymore and dies. Tower drops as well. Double Dimension struggling in this game to keep themselves afloat. They need to find a proper fight and then take a tower off the back of it. They don't have the best tower pushers in this game at all. So they need to win their fight convincingly if they're planning on taking a tower off the back of the fights they have. And they need to be taking that fight preferably with B7 and getting some kills on board, because he needs that extra gold. That extra gold that at this point both Pikehead and Dandy already got from taking down towers. That's one of the reasons why they're ahead in net worth. It's just some extra gold that they have that B7 does not have. But perhaps they can remedy that if they take this bottom tier 1 tower. It doesn't look like Na'Vi for the moment is coming to defend it just yet.
I'll take that.
Double damage rune for General's Clockwork. Does not really have a lot of deep wards, so doesn't have a lot of extra vision. Does have the flare, of course, but doesn't find anybody. Dire used the scan to see if anybody is protecting this tower. It's not the case. Living armor will come out all the time though. Seneko is one of his babies dropping. But Na'Vi decide to take a trade. Take the tier 1. They say. Take the tier 1 double dimension. We will take the Roshan. They're still defending. They will be able to defend this. Lifestealer is already gone. The tree can heal up the tower. I was not expecting that to happen, you guys. They take the Roshan and defend the tier 1 tower. I got a cough. 2 seconds. Alright, alright. I'm fine. All fine. Fine. So they still get the Roshan without trading the tier 1. That is actually something that, if you're double dimension, it cannot happen. They did not commit hard enough. They might have needed another person there. They lost the Lifestealer of all people. And they're gonna go again. That's something that you gotta think of with the tree. If you can't take the tower down in one go, you're not gonna take down that tower, and the tower is gonna be healed up by the time you get there again. Unless you're fast, unless you're pressuring hard, which is something that DD wants to try and do. Biver lives, nice glimpse. Flo, not able to teleport out or blink out because the battery assault is too much for her. Tower lives, and it looks like double dimension, not able to make anything happen. There's a stun coming out on the timber saw. Overgrowth as well, he cannot escape. Mega kill for Dendy. The rest flees the scene of the crime because there's no way that they can fight Na'Vi right now, so they try to pressure mid instead. They try to make sure that wherever Na'Vi is, they're not, and they're pressuring elsewhere, which is a good way of doing things, actually. That is what they should be doing at this point, because they cannot fight Na'Vi right now, as we have seen numerous times at the moment. The question is, can they actually take down towers before they're forced away again, because that tree and protector, again, is going to continuously heal up the towers. And they are not able to get anything. They're just their farming space gets to be so small if they get forced away from all the places. What if they can't go into their jungle anymore? What if Na'Vi secures the jungle as their territory as well? That's gonna be even worse then. How do you deal with this? I would think that the way to deal with this is try to find smoke gangs and pickoffs. Infest inside the Queen of Pain if you're the lifestealer and try to find solo kills. There's one major problem with that, however. Look at the minimap. Look how close everybody is. Why am I drawing with multiple lines? What's this? That's funny. But look at how close everybody is together. If you attack one person, the rest is going to be on your neck in no time. Lifestealer. Poor, poor Lifestealer. The blink on Dundee now as well. Biver actually gets the last hit in his Disruptor. Dominating Disruptor. 4, 1, and 5. And that should be Tier 2 tower. Tier 2 bottom was already gone. They only have a Tier 2 top left standing after this one. Hook shot actually hits on the Rubik. He's looking for maybe the Clockwork as well. The battery assault is still there. And Rubik still drops, of course. There's no real doubt about that. Undershock, not able to make anything happen by himself. He doesn't actually have any items yet. He's building towards his Bloodstone, but at this rate, he's not going to have a Bloodstone anytime soon. He's sitting on 2.1k gold. Don't underestimate that. That is quite a substantial amount of gold. So he's like 1k away, so a little bit over. So it's close. But it's not that close. He needs to win the next fight. Also, you don't want to buy a Bloodstone when you're about to lose a team fight. It sounds a bit simple, but it's just the way it goes. Level 1 wolves. So far, Lycan has not been focusing on that at all. Maybe you should steal a different spell. A lot of pings coming out from Undershock. In the meantime, Queen of Pain jumps in the back. They manage to get Disruptor. Nice overgrowth from Suneko though, and they're able to take down the Earthshaker before the Echo Slime even comes out. That is cause for buyback. EU Genius wants to make sure that he gets something there as Undershock still drops Darkseer. Darkseer. Clockwork ends up dropping regardless. This is General. Just name an offline hero and you'll almost get it right. But then General dropped in that as well. With the buyback of the Earthshaker and him still having the Echo Slam, it's enough to force Na'Vi back for now. And this is the point where it gets interesting. This is the point where Double Dimension... Come on. 1 second. I'll just keep on coughing, you guys. It's not great. I'll drink some water, actually. That is the sound of the water bottle. But that's an Echo Slam. I heard it. Is it enough? It doesn't look like it's enough. He gets glimpsed back, actually. So that Biver can maybe finish the job. Yep, he can. Flo, you're in a lot of trouble as well. And there is actually a Rod of Atos on the Treant Protector. Queen of Pain does manage to get out, though. Disruptor does not. Biver ends up dropping. There's still a tower available. Pycat in a bit of trouble there. He, of course, is still very speedy. He can get his wolf form back in 15 seconds. He's still getting chased, however. I don't think they can catch him. Queen of Pain manages to make it back all the way to base. Talking about base, look who's knocking on the door of the base of the Dire team. It is Dende. And he's pushing down the tower. Queen of Pain can't help just yet because he is still regenning. There is a Lifestealer sitting inside this Rubik, though. But yeah, this is just a nice amount of free damage. They don't actually end up losing the tower on the bot lane. And even though I don't think they should be able to take down this this Timber Saw, they might actually be able to take down the Timber Saw. He can punch him again for another route if he wants to. Unstoppable Dendy, he came in to teleport to the shrine and finish off that Timber Saw. This is getting out of control. If it's not already out of control, it is definitely getting out of control right now. Net worth is 10k gold in favor of Na'Vi. They just... So the thing that I was doing before was coughing. So Double Dimension just repelled Na'Vi from their base, right? They killed off 2. They killed the Disruptor and the Clockwork. That's the only time that they are outnumbering Na'Vi, because Na'Vi is sticking together for the most part most of this game. The root comes out. The howl comes out. Life Stealer, you better run. His rage used aggressively, so he can't use it to escape, and he'll drop. Very easy, very simple. Atos on the Rubik, getting chased down. Seeing if they can catch him. They probably will be able to catch him. Leech Seed coming out, slowing him down a bit together with a Battery Assault and Dark. There's no hope for him. He drops. Mega kill streak for Pycat. Top lane, Queen of Pain is trying to pressure out the lane. It's all she can do. She can't be there with the fight because they'll just end up dead. Just like this Timbersaw, he does have a Ghost Scepter right now. He did manage to buy himself a Bloodstone as well, but he has not got a lot of extra charges, and he can't afford to die too many times because those charges are things you need. Earthshaker will be the one to die instead of the Timbersaw, though. He ended up saving that Timbersaw. A worthy sacrifice, perhaps, but still an Earthshaker is great for high ground defense. Fortification now already on cooldown. Howl stolen by Rubik doesn't really do much if you're stunned up by a dragon and die. The racks are dropping left and right. Then he's splitting the attention. Open wounds. Nope. Root is there. You gotta save that rage. You can't just rage straight off the bat. It's just not possible. It's just not enough. Under shock, getting glimpsed back into the claws of the tree. Ownage 32-8. Racks are dropping. People are dying on the side of Double Dimension. And it is looking very, very grim. Can this Queen of Pain do anything? No. Blinks back to base. Rubik dies in the meantime. Earthshaker just standing around looking pretty. He's waiting for a chance. Earthshaker gets it for an Echo Slam. I think that's great. Doesn't really do much though, and then they end up dead. All of them end up dead. I think this is time, Double Dimension. It is time. Thank you. GG, well played. Na'Vi take this victory and are now 3-2. As mentioned before, they still have a chance to make it to the top 4. They need to win most of their games today. They need to be able to win mostly later on today. They actually still have a match against Vega as well, and Vega is in the top 4 as well. That could very well be the match that puts them over Vega in the top 4. There are still some interesting matches coming up. Next one on this channel, let me check for you. Next one on this channel is another Na'Vi game. Ooh, this is nice. We are going to watch Commentated versus Na'Vi, so another game that Na'Vi should be able to win. If they are going to do that, we are going to find out, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.